2011 was a great year to be a gamer, don't you think? So many awesome games came out, like Skyward Sword, Skyrim, Super Mario 3D Land, Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and a ton of other instant classics came out last year. And I haven't even played a single one of those. Sorry, but to those who don't know me, I'm more into older games than I am newer ones. And let me tell you, I got a lot of great ones last year, so I'm gonna list off the 10 best ones right now. Do note that this is a very personal list. If you disagree with the entries, that's fine. In fact, why not make your own list? With that said, this is Swedish Karibo listing my 10 favorite games I bought in 2011. Number 10. Hey, remember that pink-haired chick with the drill that appears in an assist trophy in Super Smash Bros. Brawl? Well, guess what? She had her own game. And you know what else? It was really good. You play as a Jill, the daughter of Master Thief Doug, who... No, not him. Not him either, just never mind. Anyway, as Jill you jump around in the titular drill mech and use your drill for a lot of things. Most having to do with mass destruction. Too bad so few people bought the game, as it came out 2 years after the Nintendo DS. Number 9. Final Fantasy is a franchise I've always thought looked interesting, but haven't really bothered to play. With a few exceptions, I've only played some of the spin-offs. Speaking of which, Mr. Quest isn't that bad. Realizing that this franchise deserves my attention, I bought this compilation remake cartridge thing for the GBA. Dawn of Souls, as it's called, includes remakes of both Final Fantasy 1 and 2. The real Final Fantasy 2, that is, not 4. I'm about halfway through the first one and haven't even tried the second one. And still, I'm loving this. And also, this will be the last GBA game on the list. Number 8. Two types of games I generally don't care much for, sports and racing. Snowboard Kids is kind of a combination of the two, so it shouldn't be something for me. And yet, it's one of my favorite multiplayer experiences on the Nintendo 64. One thing that holds it back? You need a memory pack to save your data. And I don't have one. Number 7. Hey, I never said I had anything against modern games. BioShock is your adventure in the underwater city of Rapture, but also your fight for survival. The place is filled to the brim with the zombie-like beings and the ever-present threat of the Big Daddy, who, despite his kinda goofy appearance, proves himself to be a legitimately terrifying baddie. There are some morality questions in the game though, which will certainly keep some people away. That age rating is there for a reason. Still, morality or none, this proves my theory that the FPS genre would be a lot more attractive to me if more games featured elemental superpowers. Number 6. Say hello to tragically underrated video game mascot number 1, Sparkster, and his first ever game, Rocket Knight Adventures. Do I even have to say why this game is on the list? It's made by Konami, it stars an animal knight with a jetpack, the music is fantastic and the level design is ingenious. There was later 2 sequels, and then Sparkster went into hibernation, save for one rather underwhelming reboot for the XBLA. Let's hope this one reaches the Virtual Console soon enough. Number 5. And say hello to tragically underrated video game mascot number 2, Firebrand, and his first ever game, Gargoyle's Quest. I grew up with its NES sequel, and while it was a lot better than this one, this is a true gem. The graphics, the music, the gameplay, all of it is just stellar. And guess what? This was a launch title for the original Game Boy, and still one of the best games for the console. Or at least one of the best I've played. Number 4. Known in the rest of the world as Star Fox 64, I'm aware I probably should have gotten Lylat Wars a long time ago. Not only is it where we got the meme Do a Barrel Roll from, but it's also a wonderful space action game. I've already played through it 3 times, and I'm sure to play through it many more times in the future. Number 3. I do like the Mario Kart series, and Double Dash is without a doubt my favorite entry in the series. The 2-character mechanics and the character-specific items made selecting characters more strategic than ever before. And best thing? No Thundercloud. Number 2. Here's probably the most obscure of the bunch, and yet every Wii owner can and should get it. Now. Castlevania Rondo of Blood was originally only released in Japan, but it's probably one of the best games on the Virtual Console, and easily my favorite Castlevania game ever. While it's good fun to play as Richter, the game only excels into masterpiece territory when you unlock Maria. This game deserves way more attention, and if you have a Wii, you really should download this game yesterday. So what could possibly beat it? Number 1. Anyone who knows me know I hate being predictable, especially when making lists like this. But sadly, I also bought Ocarina of Time last year, and what can I say about this game that you don't already know? It changed the entire landscape of the industry and is a must-have for every respectable gamer's collection. There's also no excuse for you not owning this game. Do you have a Nintendo 64? Get this game. Do you have a Wii? Download this game for the Virtual Console. Do you have a 3DS? Get the 3D remake. Do you have a GameCube? Get the Zelda Collector's Edition or the Wind Waker with this game and the Master Quest. Is it my favorite Zelda game ever? Yes, but Wind Waker is a very close second. And if a game is the best game in a franchise known for consistent awesome, you know it has to top this list.